this chapter, plants living and surviving, about the different types of plants, their habitat, and how the plants adapted according to their habitat. So first of all, we have divided plants into two broad categories: terrestrial plants and aquatic plants. Plants that grow on land is known as terrestrial plants, and plants that grow in water is known as aquatic plants. Further, we have divided the terrestrial plants habitat into these many groups, because plants which grow on land, they are not similar. Okay, there are variety of the plants. Okay, different. Why they are different? Because they are growing in a different habitat, different area. So we have divided here into this much area. In the hill, we have studied already the special feature of the plants which grow in the hill and the special features of a plant which grow in the desert. Let's have a quick recall. In the hill, the plants is very tall and straight. Their leaves is a needle-like. They are having cones instead of flower. That's why it's called conifer. And they never used to shed their leaves, so they are known as evergreen plants. Then in desert, the plants they are not very tall. Okay, they are small size only. Their root goes very far away in search of water, and their leaves modifies into spines, means thorn-like. So photosynthesis is carried out in a flesh and green stem. So example of the plants in the hill is pine fir. Example of the desert plants is cactus. Okay. So now today we are going to discuss about the plants which grow in the plain. So we are also living. We are not means in Bihar, UP. These are the plain area. Okay, plain region where river used to flow. So in the plains, the spatial. What is the condition in the plains? Weather condition of the plains is what? Both the season is there. Very much hot. It is very much hot and very much cold. Both type of season we are facing in the plain. Okay, so plants have to face also in the plain same season, and we are having many factors. We are having AC. We are having blower. So we are having many helpful things to keep ourselves to avoid that cold condition also and very hot condition also. But plants doesn't have, they are not moving only, they are static, they are standing in one place. So they have adapted some special feature only. So the plants in the plain, they are very thick. Okay, their branches are very thick because they are very big. The soil of the plain region also very fertile, so they grow in a very big size. Their leaves are broad. They are having broad leaves. Why they are having broad leaves? They are not having leaves like a hilly area, needle-like leaves. They are having broad leaves because with the help of the broad leaves, they can do transpiration, and by the process of transpiration, they can keep themselves cool. They have to avoid that hot condition also now. In summer season, they have to keep themselves cool. So they are having broad leaves, so they can do transpiration, and by the process of transpiration, they can keep themselves cool. Okay. So plants in the plain region now adapt themselves how to face the condition of very hot season in a summer season. Now there is a winter season also arrive. Similarly, there is summer season, then winter season also. In the winter season again they will do the transpiration. How they will face with the cold condition. So for this, what they used to do, they used to shed their leaves during the winter season. Before the winter season, they used to shed their leaves to avoid that typical cold condition. Their leaves will not change. It is broad, then it will be broad only. Now it will not become in a winter season like a needle shape, just like a plants in a hilly region. So what they will do, they will shed their leaves during the winter season to avoid that extreme cold. So the example of the plants in here are known as, example is banyan, neem, people. These all plants you used to see in your surrounding. Mango. These are the examples of the plants that grow in a plain area. So you understand how they are adapted? First, they are having broad leaves to keep themselves cool by the process of transpiration. Second, for the winter they used to shed their leaves to avoid the cold condition. Because they are shedding the leaves, they are not evergreen plants like the plants in a hilly area. The another name we used to call, they are deciduous plants. Okay. Now next we will discuss about the plants in a marshy place. In the marshy area, soil is very sticky. Stick together. Okay. Very sticky. And water is lost over there. Water can't able to drain out because soil is sticky. It will not allow to drain out the water only. So it is water lost area. If water is there, how root will breathe inside the soil? If the soil is very sticky and it is a water lost, then it will be difficult for the root to breathe in. Not only leaf is breathing, every part is breathing. Okay, root is also breathing inside. They are also taking oxygen. If they will not breathe, root, they will die only. Root of the plant will die. So if root will die, then plants will also die. Root is also doing many things now. Absorbing water, minerals, this and that, holding the plants. So root is also very important for the plant. So what root will do for breathing? It is necessary to breathe in. Okay. What the root will do? In marshy area, the tree is having the root, breathing root, and such root they are grow above the soil. For example, in the marshy area, like they are having root like this. Not only inside, because water is lost over here. So upside also, above the ground also they are having root. Okay, the root grows above the ground and this root is known as breathing root. And this type of plants is known as mangrove plant. And this, for example, in the Sundarban Delta we can find these type of plants, mangrove plants. And the example of mangrove plants is Caryop, Candela, etc. Candelia. So in the marshy area, the trees are adapted themselves by having a breathing root. Now next will come to the plants which grow in a hot and damp area. So plants which grow in hot and damp area, they are not facing extreme cold or extreme hot situation. Okay, they are not facing this type of situation. Neither their weather is extremely cold, neither it is extremely hot. But what happened? The wind used to flow. Very strong wind. In near the coastal region, all time you will heard about that storm is come, this and that. So their leaves is of different type. For example, you have seen the coconut plant, they are having this type of leaves now. they are having this type of leaves. So if the wind will blow, it will goes through the leaves, it will not damage the plant, because no one is protesting the wind to blow. If I will my palms will be together, then I am protesting against the wind, I am fighting with the wind, so it will damage me. If I will fight with anyone, it will damage me only, na? No need to fight with anyone. And they are having leaves like this, so the wind is going from here and there, so they are not damaging the plants. So this is the adaptation of the plant in those area, and they are not extreme. The weather is not extremely hot or extremely cold. They are not shedding, so they don't need to have broad leaves for the process of transpiration, and they no need to shed the leaves also to avoid the condition of cold. No need of the broad leaves also. So by the process of transpiration they keep themselves cool, and no need of shedding their leaves also. So in the winter season they will avoid the extreme cold condition. No need. So they are also evergreen plant. They are not shedding their leaves. They are carrying their leaves throughout the year. So they are also known as evergreen plants. All time they are green. Okay. And the example of these plants are coconut, tamarind, palm tree, tea, coffee, paper. These are the example of the plant that grow in a damp area. So we can see the plants differ from one area to another area. Plants grow in a hilly region, they are different from the plants that grow in a plain region, and they are different from the plants that grow in a hot or damp area. Or they are different from the plants which grow in a marshy places. So we can see the plants, they have adapted themselves. They, according to their habitat, they adapted themselves and they carry some special feature in it. And this way they can able to survive over that area. That is only known as surviving. Otherwise they will die. If these features they will not have, they will die in those areas. Otherwise it will be difficult for them to grow. Maybe they are growing in those areas also, but it will be difficult for them. Thank you.